At the edge of existence lies a sea not of water, but of infinite possibilities, where four children step into the unknown and discover that the greatest power is not in what they hold on to, but in what they are willing to let go. The sea at the edge of the world was unlike any other. It was not made of water, but of shimmering light, particles of energy and memory, fragments of time that rose and fell like tides. It pulsed as though alive, carrying whispers of voices that had once been and hints of futures not yet born. To stand on its shore was to look into infinity, to feel the weight of possibility pressing against your skin. The people who lived nearby called it the quantum sea, and they did so with reverence and fear. Generations had taught them to keep away. They told stories of wanderers who stepped too close and were torn apart, their souls scattered across centuries. Only a fool, they said, would try to cross it. And yet in every generation, some children were different. Their eyes carried a strange glow beneath the starlight, their dreams too vast for the smallness of their world. These were the children of the quantum sea. Nara was one of them. She had always felt it. While the other children played, she would climb the cliffs and stare out at the luminous horizon. The sea terrified the others, but not her. She felt it calling, like a heartbeat that matched her own. Her father once caught her there and placed a tired hand on her shoulder. "Dreams are dangerous, Nara," he said. "They can lift you, but they can also break you. The sea doesn't care about us. Promise me you'll stay away." She wanted to promise, but she couldn't. The sea was inside her as much as it was beyond her. She wasn't alone. Across the village, others carried the same strangeness. There was Kavi, restless and sharp-minded, who could make something out of scraps but never felt satisfied with his creations. There was Lyra, whose voice could turn silence into beauty, calming storms in the hearts of those who listened. And Jalen, quiet and distant, whose eyes seemed to glimpse things that had not yet happened. They didn't call themselves anything, but the villagers did, children of the quantum sea. They were whispered about, half feared, half admired. But among themselves, they shared only one truth. None of them belonged fully to the village. Each felt the same pull, the same quiet ache. One evening, as twilight bled into the sky and the sea burned brighter than ever, Nara gathered them on the cliff. She spoke with a fire that surprised even her. "We can't keep watching. The sea calls us for a reason. We're not meant to live small lives. Maybe we're meant to change something." Kavi scoffed, but his voice trembled. "Change what?" "We can't even convince the baker to sell us bread on credit." Jalen, however, nodded slowly. "She's right. The sea isn't just calling. It's waiting." That night, Nara dreamed of stepping onto the sea and not sinking. She saw doors opening in every direction, futures branching like rivers. Some ended in sorrow, some in triumph, but all demanded courage. She woke trembling, but alive with purpose. The next day, she told the others, "We go now. Not tomorrow, not someday." Now their families begged them not to. The elders cursed their foolishness. But no voice could silence the pull of destiny. And so, carrying nothing but hunger and hope, the four walked together to the shore of the quantum sea. It was more magnificent up close. Waves of light rolled against the sand, scattering sparks into the air. The air vibrated with energy, humming like 1,000 voices layered together. Instead of fear, they felt resonance, as though they were stepping into something that had always been theirs. Lyra hummed, and the sea rippled with color. Kavi reached out, and the waves bent into shapes of gears and designs he had never built. Jalen whispered fragments of futures under his breath. And Nara, with her heart pounding, stepped into the light. Instead of swallowing her, it lifted her, as if the sea had been waiting for her return. The others followed. The world dissolved. Their bodies vanished, replaced by currents of possibility. They drifted through endless waves, every thought creating new paths, every fear birthing storms, every act of courage forming islands of light. At first, it overwhelmed them. Nara heard her father's warning echoing in her bones. Kavi saw every machine he had ever failed to complete, each mistake laughing at him. Lyra felt silence swallowing her songs until she doubted she had ever sung at all. Jalen saw endless futures of ruin, his friends gone, the sea collapsing. But then they remembered each other. Nara reached for Kavi's hand. "You are more than your mistakes." She pulled Lyra close. "Your music is stronger than silence." She met Jalen's fearful eyes. "The future bends when we do." Their courage steadied the currents. The storms eased. Slowly, they learned to move within the sea. Kavi built bridges of starlight across shifting waves. Lyra sang melodies that calmed chaos and revealed safe paths. Jalen guided them, glimpsing threads of what could be. And Nara, with her unwavering faith, bound them together when fear tried to tear them apart. They traveled deeper, through landscapes of fractured realities and echoes of children who had come before. Some voices warned them to turn back. Others lingered as guardians, remnants of those who had failed but refused to vanish. One such guardian revealed the truth. The sea was dying. Its infinite futures were collapsing, narrowing into a single rigid destiny. If the sea died, the universe would harden into fate, unchangeable, unyielding, lifeless. "You are not just wanderers," the guardian said. "You are chosen." Only sacrifice can restore the sea. The word chilled them. Sacrifice. Yet they pressed on. At the heart of the sea, they found not a place but a presence, vast and trembling, pulsing with fading light. Its plea filled their bones. Nara spoke for them all. "We will not let you die." Visions enveloped them. Each child shone what they must give up. Kavi saw the perfect invention, flawless and complete, the dream he had chased all his life. To keep it would prove he was more than failure. But he let it go, surrendering it to the sea. In return, he gained the truth that every failure had already mattered. The sea brightened. Lyra was offered her most cherished song, the one she had never sung aloud. It was the melody of her soul. To release it felt like giving away her heart. But she surrendered it, and her song spread through the sea, healing its currents. The sea glowed warmer. Jalen was shown certainty, one fixed path where he would always know what was coming, never surprised, never afraid. But he saw that certainty meant chains. So he let it go, embracing uncertainty, allowing the unknown to breathe again. Possibility bloomed, and the sea surged. Nara was last. She was shown her family safe and smiling, if only she turned back. She longed for it more than anything, but she knew her choice was larger than her longing. With tears streaming, she let go of the dream of home. The sea blazed with light. Together, their sacrifices restored the heart of the sea. It pulsed with infinite futures once more, flowing outward into the universe, ensuring that destiny would never harden into one path. The children did not vanish. They became part of the sea, their voices woven into its currents, eternal guardians whispering to those who would come after. Back in the village, people sometimes heard laughter in the wind that rolled off the horizon. They saw flashes of light dancing above the waves. They told tales of children who entered the sea and never returned. But the truth was different. The children of the quantum sea had never left. They lived on in every spark of courage, every song of hope, every invention born from persistence, every step taken into the unknown. And when new children stood trembling at the edge of the impossible, they would hear voices from within the mist, soft and certain. You are more than your fear. You are more than your doubt. Step forward. The sea is waiting. The quantum sea lived, and so did hope. Moral of this story is that the true courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to embrace uncertainty. The future is never fixed. It expands when we sacrifice selfishness for hope, and when we dare to believe in what others call impossible.